Hi everyone, this is Karen Hightower, design team member over at Gina K Designs. Today I have a fun card project that I want to share with you. I did a little sponging, I did some heat embossing, and then I also did some ink lifting. So let me show you a few of the items that I used and we'll get started. I'll list everything below the video and I'll mention it as we go along as well. So I have a water brush. You need some water and a brush. It don't have to be a water brush, but you need that. I have the stamp set Tropical Blooms. I'll be using this rose image today. And this is in the new Stamp TV kit Hearts and Flowers. I already have the image mounted. I have some Candied Apple and Picked Raspberry Distress Oxide Inks. I have a card base that is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. And then it's scored at 5 1/2. I have Dusty Rose and Black Onyx along with some white layering weight. Then I have a piece of watercolor paper. It can be any kind of watercolor paper you want to use. I don't know which one this is because I have a few sitting over there that I've been playing with and they're all mixed up, so I'm sorry about that, but just use whatever you have or pick up some inexpensive just to play with. This is a new product from Gina K Designs. It's called the Tidy Towel. This is really a cool ink absorber and it's black or dark gray, so when you're picking up dark inks it don't look so sad on your clean little towel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink up the Candied Apple and the Picked Raspberry all over this panel. No rhyme or reason. I'm just going to add ink. You can do like start at bottom, do red, and then graduate up to the pink. You can do it like I'm doing it and do it splotchy. However you want. That is up to you. And this is the Picked Raspberry. Let me make sure you can see. Okay. So we're just getting this ink on here. Also, you'll want to grab you a piece of scrap paper to hold on to. Otherwise, you're going to have really inky fingers, which is fun, but you leave fingerprints on your layer as well as having inky fingers. And you just blend it however much you want. You just blend it, okay? So I would set this aside. So you can do a couple of them. I would do 3 or 4 of them, 5 or 6, have them ready. But I'm going to let this dry. I tried embossing, even using my little magic pad, and it was too wet. So I would let it dry for a few minutes or heat set it. Okay, and you see all this ink on here? I really don't want to waste that. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to mist it with some water. I'm going to grab an extra piece of watercolor paper that I have over here, and I'm just going to pick up this ink because there's no need to waste it, right? And then I'll have another background waiting to be used for something. I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Magic Embossing Pad and I'm just going to get that powder all over here. So I'm going to ink this up really well and I'm just going to stamp it all over this panel. I'll turn it all different directions and get as much on there as I can. Okay, let's get it covered in embossing powder. And this is the Clear Fine Detail by Gina K Designs. I see a spot that didn't get the embossing powder real good. I'm going to heat set this, and when I do, I'm just going to clip that part out. That way you don't have to listen to it, and it'll be done. Okay, so it's all embossed. It's all shiny. So now for the fun part. Alright, and then grab some paper towels because you're going to need a paper towel. And then all we're going to do is we're going to use our water brush. Yep, like that. And then we're going to just paint around on these flowers. And you can do it a section at a time. But this is the fun part. You can do the whole thing. And it don't take long to do this. And then you're going to pick it up. And we're just going to flood these areas. Now, if you wanted to, you could go in there and just remove a little bit here and there and do different fun stuff with it. But I thought, well, this is really fast and it really looks kind of cool. So we're just lifting the ink off. Isn't that cool? It's really fun to do. Before you know it, you'll have a bunch of panels. Okay, so we're going to put this card together. I've got my card base, my Dusty Rose, and that'll go on the inside. And then I have a piece of black onyx to layer under here. So let me cut these down to size and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have them cut down. I'm going to attach them together with the Connect glue. Okay, now that we have that panel done, I'm going to attach this. This is going on the inside. Oh, real quick before I do, let me do this. I'm just grabbing the sponge daubers and a little bit of ink and just going over these. Whoops. Put this for the inside of the card. There we go. And then I will do the same thing again. And I will put this on the back of the card because the fronts and the backs just need to be decorated. Why not, huh? I mean, you got your tools already out. You got the ink already out. So I have the Gina K Designs acrylic ruler block. And I'm going to add the happy birthday to that and make me a greeting for my card. I just use my cutter to trim that down. And then I will grab a piece of the black Onyx cardstock. And I'm going to layer it. And then we will just add it onto the card. Okay, let's get these on here. My tweezers are MIA. I don't know where they went. I've hunted for them things. Okay, and then I'm just going to pop on one of these dots. I like the dots. So there is the finished card project. We've got the inside done and we have the back done. I'll put my little stamp there and sign it. And also remember the paper I picked up and smushed around to pick up the extra ink? Look how pretty that turned out. That'll be a nice little background for something. So there is the card project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And come visit us over at Facebook. And I have a blog. It's karenscreativemess.blogspot.com. Come give me a visit. Thank you so much and you have a wonderful day.